Good morning, students. From few classes of class 10th, we are discussing that chapter how organisms reproduce. From last class, we discussed about the types. Last class, we discussed about the type spore formation of the asexual reproduction, and today we discussing the regeneration. Regeneration is the type of mode of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Regeneration is the means if one body, a body is different, break into two part and A1 and A2. A1 regenerate itself again and A2 individually regenerate itself again, means develop individually and it also develop individually. This is called regeneration. For example, if a lizard tail is breakdown, if that lizard is the example of regeneration, not asexual reproduction, regeneration, in which its tails are cut by some places or some instrument or some accidental, then its tails regenerates itself again. Now come to the point regeneration. The process of getting back a full organism from its body parts is called regeneration. The process of getting back a full organism from our body parts is called regeneration. One example is the hydra. It is a example of budding also. And this part of the hydra called the daughter, if it cut from this parent body and fall down on the earth, it can regenerate again itself, means it individually its growth, it is capable to growth again itself to the complete body. Example is the hydra and planaria. Planaria is the examples of regeneration of the asexual reproduction. Means a planaria, if it is divided from the bilateral division, then A1 part and A2 part, it is divided into two parts. It's regenerate itself again, and A2 also regenerate itself again into the whole body. Planaria is a flatworm. Planaria is a flatworm found in fresh water, and slow moving stream. It possesses great power of regeneration. Planaria possesses great power of regeneration. It possesses great power of regeneration. and the process of regeneration is occurred by the only with the help of growth and development. Okay, if this process, growth and development, not occur in any organism, there is not possible to regenerate itself into the whole body. So the regeneration of organism from its cut body part occurs by the process of growth and development. Complex multicellular organisms like human and mammals cannot give rise to complete individuals from their cut body parts. Means human or mammals is a multicellular organism. So, or complex organism means planaria and flatworm is not a planaria is also called flatworm is not a complex organism. It is a simple organism. Means body structure is simple. Complex multicellular organisms like human and mammals cannot give rise to complete individuals from their cut body parts. Means multicellular organism, complex multicellular organism is not able to regenerate its body into the whole system. So it is only possible in the simple multicellular organism. Next method is the fragmentation. Fragmentation is the breaking up of a body by a simple multicellular organism into two pieces, one maturing, each of which subsequently grow to form complete new organism is called fragmentation. Fragmentation, the breaking up of the body of a simple multicellular organism into two or more pieces on maturing, each of which subsequently grows to form a complete new organism. Examples हैं स्पाइरोगैरा, सी एनिमोन. मीन्स एक बॉडी है, उसको हम लोगों ने जो रीजनरेशन रीजनरेशन में देखा था कि 2 बॉडी पार्ट्स में डिवाइड हो रहा था, लेकिन यहाँ 2 से ज़्यादा बॉडी पार्ट में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं बॉडी को। तो अगर ए बी सी 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करते हैं तो ए अलग रीजनरेट करेगा अपने, ए अलग ग्रोथ कर जाएगा, बी अलग ग्रोथ कर जाएगा और सी अलग ग्रोथ कर जाएगा। तो दिस इज द मेजर डिफरेंस बिटवीन रीजनरेशन एंड फ्रेगमेंटेशन। सो स्पाइरोगैरा, it is a green filamentous algae plant found in steady moving water bodies. Spirogyra is a green filamentous algae. Spirogyra is a algae plant found in steady moving water bodies. The main difference between fission and fragmentation is that in fission a unicellular organism break up into to form daughter organism, whereas in fragmentation a multicellular organism breaks up to form 2 or more daughter organisms. Fission and fragmentation. Okay. In fission, unicellular divides, unicellular breaks, and its unicellular, when breaks, it form a unicellular daughter bodies. But in fragmentation, it is a multicellular. Multicellular bodies breaks and to form multicellular daughter bodies. Means there is a main difference. It is a unicellular and it is a multicellular. So this is the main difference of the fission and fragmentation. Next mode is the vegetative propagation. Next is the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagations, new plants are obtained from the parts of the old plant. For example, potato is the best examples, in which potato contains the eyes, in which the new growth of potato is possible. The new plants are obtained from the old plants like stems, root or leaves without the help of any reproductive organ. Vegetative propagation. New plants are obtained from the parts of old plants like stems, roots, ends and leaves without the help of any reproductive organ. Without the help of any reproductive organ. Example, Bryophyllum leaf. Bryophyllum, it is a leaf and a big size of leaf. The border of the Bryophyllum leaf is small. Emerging of new plants are possible at the outer boundary of the Bryophyllum leaf. And this is the root part and this is the shoot part. And when a small outgrowth occurs in the leaf of the Bryophyllum, it breaks down that leaves on the ground and it grow again itself into the small plants and trees. And this is the example of vegetative propagation. Bryophyllum plants can be reproduced. It can be reproduced by vegetative propagation by using either a piece of its stem or its leaves. It is possible in leaf as well as stem. Money plant can also be grown by vegetative propagation by using a piece of stem. Okay, green grass grows in the field after rains from the dry old stems of the grass plants present in the field by the method of vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation of plant by using tubers which can be modified underground stem is the best example of the potato. Tuber is the thickened underground stem of the plant which is swollen with stored food. Tuber has a number of buds. This is potato and it has many eyes on the potato which is called tuber, and it helps to growth the body bud, and after budding this potato is able to growth many potatoes from one single potato. And how many types of eyes present on the potato shows that how many types of potato is growth again from a single potato. Okay, so the topic of vegetative propagation complete, and I think asexual reproduction is also complete. Next class we discussed about the next topic. Thank you.